This presentation is about how to manage classrooms that are infused with technology. In many K-12 classrooms, devices such as iPads and laptops are becoming central parts of instruction. The biggest challenge for teachers during this time is figuring out ways to manage their new technology-infused classrooms. Keeping a child on task can be difficult anyway, but adding the entire world via the internet to their fingertips might make it seem impossible. Teachers must be sure their devices remain safe and well maintained while also keeping their students on focus. Based on the type of students, the technology available for using, and the number of devices on hand, there are different approaches for how teachers could effectively manage their classroom. Some general precautions teachers can take to help their students from straying away to other tasks would be to install a firewall that could block them from certain websites. They could also preload applications with a password. This way, students would have no access to sites or any applications that didn't have something to do with what their assignment was. Another great measure for teachers to take would be to simply walk around the classroom. This way, students would be more likely to stay on topic in fear of the teacher seeing them playing games or straying away from directions. Some schools use programs that allow the teacher to access all student desktops from personal computers. This means a teacher can see what tabs a student has open at any given time by sitting at his or her desk. Teachers can install programs like Google Drive. This allows the teacher to have access to what the students are doing 24/7. It will be easier for the teachers to know which students need extra motivation because they'll be able to see the students that aren't focused compared to those who are. Another really cool program is called Dropbox. Teachers can use this to download assignments or documents directly onto the students' devices at the same time. Another management strategy for the more tech-savvy students in the classroom would be to create projects for them that allow them to use more of their ability and be more creative. Teachers could have students create instructional videos on how to complete a task using technology and upload it to Dropbox so that other students that might be confused would have access to a tutorial. Also, a management strategy for any type of device would be to give a lesson to the students or have a conversation beforehand. If a teacher sits down and explains to the students the importance of using technology and how valuable it is, it becomes much more important to the student. The student should understand that using technology is a privilege and not everyone gets to have that device, so it should be taken care of. The teachers might also instill a sense of pride in the student by letting them know they're some type of technology pioneer, especially where bring your own device or a 1-to-1 ratio classroom is involved. Teachers should explain how to turn on and off the devices. They should discuss the different terms and what those mean, such as close, log off, or shut down. A student should know how to carry the device, show things to friends appropriately, and other basic rules for using the device. Just as students are assigned a specific textbook at the beginning of the year, some teachers use this strategy to assign devices. This way, a teacher should know what the student is responsible for, and it will help things be less chaotic throughout the day. If a teacher explains the rules of maintenance to the students and gives them the same device for the year, they will be able to determine which student is responsible for the device's damage. Consistency is a key management strategy as well. The same strategy that is implemented from day one should stay there the remainder of the year. Whatever system is used to pass out and put up the devices should be used consistently, even down to the student assigned to pass out and pick up. Also, having a charging station with no cords to trip over is a good idea. This way, if a device dies, a student knows to go to the charging station and not interrupt the lesson. Having a tech monitor would also be a good way to instill leadership roles in the students and keep management down. This will give responsibility to a student and they can make sure devices are returned and charged properly. When it comes to lesson planning, teachers should keep it simple. Teachers should always make sure technology supports and reinforces the learning that is taking place so that students are active in their own learning. Creating certain goals and objectives to meet these are important. Also, teachers should make sure their technology is organized and ready to be used. Seamless transition is important as well in the lesson planning phase because avoiding chaos is the main goal. Teachers should take into account how their students learn and work best to pick apps or programs that center around their specific needs. Basically, a teacher should have a detailed plan for anything that might happen and a pre-thought-out strategy for effective management. If so, the chaos and confusion will be kept at a minimum, which will keep the classroom running smoothly and the devices safe. This will help maximize learning for the student and make it more enjoyable and beneficial for everyone.